Oh, well, hi there. Hey, welcome back to another episode of Project Bedrock, Season 2. This is our episode number 6. Sorry it's been so long. I have been doing just a bunch of grindy stuff. Um, Not much content, not much interest. But today we do have some resources, and it is time. It is time for us to redesign our nether portal hallway access area. Already done a little bit of digging on it, which you'll see here in just a moment. But let's go through this one for the very last time and see what we got up to. Alright, so here we are. Like I said, we've already done a little bit of digging, so we're just gonna kind of speed through this. It's kind of boring. Yeah, it's just layers and layers of stuff. So we've got our ceiling in, and got a little bit of our floor in. And I love the floor lighting effect that we had in our slime shop, so we just carried it over here to this one. Kind of ties everything in all together, obviously. I wanted it to stay kind of in the dark mode with the lime green, like where you see throughout all of my builds in Metacore, in the hallway here, etc., etc. And then can't really make code out of such a short area, so this is going to kind of represent code like in the old ticker tapes. I don't know. That's just what was in my head. But anyways, got all that done. Hold it out here to the hallway. Now, and keep in mind, we can, if the nether portal that the Project Bedrock peeps want to do needs more room, we can always cut that hallway back as much as we need to. It's not a big deal. But here I am. I went through the marketplace, or excuse me, the spawn portal. Boy, the words are just not coming out today. To go ahead and get that lit, and then we want to go here, and we've already assembled this, and this is where we're going to go through the elevator and get into the nether. So I do it this way because it links up perfectly and no problems. So here's what you see coming in, and we link up the nether one. Now we should be able to just go right through and back. Like I said, I like to do it this way because it tends to link up more perfectly. And of course the coordinates are right where they need to be as well. And ta-da! We're back at Manicore. Don't look at the progress in the background. That's the grinding that I've been doing. Progress. Air quotes. Anyways. So, we have one more little thing that we want to do to kind of bring it in. And like I said, I've been doing so much grinding that I had nothing but time to think. And this came to me. When you look at an old DOS green screen, computer screen for the old computers, you always had a green blinking cursor, right? So this just made sense. And of course I have to put the redstone in there because I'm silly like that. But there we go. Now we have our blinking green DOS cursor in the top left corner. That's probably going to drive no, it's not probably going to drive everybody nuts. It is driving everybody nuts, says Future Me. Anyways, so what are we going to do for our next little project? Well, let's take a look around. We have this furnace array. Remember I said we wanted to bring it from downstairs and we wanted to bring it up? So another little project, air quotes again, that I have been working on is figuring out how I could do a multi-furnace array and make it fit into one of the buildings that I want to build right here in the corner. It's a work in progress, but I wanted something that would collect in a general area, and so I built this underneath Metacore so we could put some chests down here, and this will probably be the start of the multi-item system, sorting system. Sorry, again, words are hard today. But the other purpose for this is, of course, I like to use these furnaces as XP. So each one of them has a lever on it. So at any time I can turn it off. But we're going to add an auto loading system for the fuel on that side. And then on the right side, of course, will be for the items that we're going to smelt. We're going to have to run railroad tracks up there. We'll just kind of place this here so we can get to it. And yeah, we'll get this set out on the other side of this wall. So we have easy access to put the fuel in there, and to also put the stone and anything else that we want to smelt in a general furnace. So, sorry, this part's kind of boring. You've seen this a million times. We'll come back here and add some rails, some powered rails, and get this thing going. But it should be enough. Powered rail on the end there is going to kind of feed that hopper, or feed the rails from above. And then we'll have our stopping blocks, our stopping points, kind of right here in this area. But let's figure this out, and we'll move on to the next section. And I'll speed it up a little bit because, truthfully, this is kind of boring. So let's do a quick time lapse and enjoy a little bit of chosen AI music, and we'll see you on the flip side of this. That wasn't too bad now, was it? Got our first batch running through, and we're downstairs working on the control room, and we got a visit from a strange one-eyed being. Hello, alien doctor. And I'm sorry, guys, I did not get the audio recorded here. I missed it. But gotta rest that moist eye. Darn it. Wish I had the audio for this. always like being harassed by a server member. Alien does crack me up. So he harassed me a little bit, and we had a couple laughs, a little bit of fun. But then I decided on a pattern for the floor. Well, you can kind of see the pattern I have going on there. But the control room in the Matrix, the second one, it was a very bright, well lit up area in the tower. Well, yeah, this one's not in the tower because I want to save the Metacore building for my other stuff. Other stuff being, the cactus farm and the kelp farm and everything else, and probably even going to throw a lava farm in there somewhere. But I wanted it to be super bright, so we are taking our own freedoms here, and we are going to give Puggy some diamonds for these wonderful frog lights. And I figured the pearlescent frog lights were going to be the best and brightest for what we want to do next. And it looks like we need to do a little bit of mining. Our diamonds, we're getting low, air quotes, low. Anyways, we've got our pearlescent lights now. Let's go back to the control room. And failure to launch. There we go. Sorry. I just feel goofy today. This is a voiceover. When I was recording this, I was kind of down. That's kind of something I want to talk about too is, we've got to find joy in everything we do. And I kind of forgot that a little bit. Just, don't forget the joy. How can I address this? Well, so I had recently received some news that kind of deflated my energy and desire to create. It just kind of, I don't know, it took it out of me. And that evolved into frustration and then anger because, that's how I deal with stuff. So I struggled to find exactly where my emotional target was. And when I say emotional target, I'm talking about what's causing me the problems, what's the core of my problem, and why am I feeling this way? And how can I work on this? Where do I start? So, I don't know, I just was feeling off. My mother had gone into the hospital for some little, problems that she was having, but that just added to the stress. But losing my energy and stuff, did I do this to myself? Was I just overreacting to this news that I received? Well, as I'm processing all of this in my head and doing a lot of the grindy work that I was doing, as I mentioned earlier, I like to go to the nether and just dig out huge portions and find the cinnabuns, and the time and the cares and the frustrations just kind of just fade away. In the middle of all this and struggling and just kind of not handling myself very well, we had a new subscriber come on to our Project Bedrock public server, and look down in the description column to get links to our different server mates and, of course, our Discord. But this young man by the name of Dumtax, Dumtacs, joined. And I started talking to him, getting to know him, like we do when you guys join. Kind of let you in on, what we're doing in the background. Kind of a sneak preview, a little extra. So not only do you join us on YouTube, but, definitely sign up for the Discord. You get a lot of insights and funny stuff. And, of course, you get alerts when all of us or any of us go live in a Twitch or a YouTube stream, so that's pretty cool. But anyways, I was getting to know Dumtax, and how some people are just meant to come into your life? Well, Dumtax is that person for me. He came in and shared a series with us It's called Enjoying Minecraft. And his humble beginnings video, it reminded me, you know what? We're supposed to be enjoying this. We're supposed to be having fun. And it's okay for us to have our struggles and work on ourselves. But don't forget your support group and the people around you that love you and want to help you and are there to support. And that's kind of what was going on in this video, and I can't wait to show you the silliness that happened in our next episode, but that'll have to wait. But anyways, I'll quit talking about that. I will put the link for Dumbtax below, and of course, it's right here on the right-hand side of the screen. Be sure to go check him out, subscribe to his channel. Let's boost him up, and, well, I'll quit chatting now. Sorry, let's go back to our normally scheduled program. Have you noticed I've been avoiding letting you guys see this wall? After I just built that, then I decided I wanted to make this a control room. So what we're going to do is we're going to hollow this out and we're going to put some little, well, it's going to be our version of monitors in the wall. If you remember in the second Matrix movie that Neo met with the architect, and he met in the room, the very bright room, that had all the little monitors on the TV. Well, this is kind of what we're doing. If our pack ever gets fixed for mini blocks, then I could actually fill these little, air quote, monitors in with, say, mini heads or mini blocks or something to make it look more realistic, or at least, you know, give a better idea of what exactly we were trying to go for. Again, just being our version of monitors in the room where Neo and the architect met. Okay, I think we're gonna go ahead and end it here. We did a bunch of little stuff, kind of a short episode, what we normally do, but there's a lot more to come in the next episode, episode 7. Got a little sneak peek over there. I didn't call your attention to that though, did I? Nope, I didn't. Anyways, guys, I thank you for watching. I thank you for being patient with me. Next episode, we will reveal the smelter in its final form. We'll also reveal that completed operations room, control room, down underneath us here, and a few more things. We do a little bit of goofing around with Alien and RS Built, and of course our wonderful Gigi, she comes in and takes control, because, you know, that's Gigi. Anyways, guys, I thank you so much for being here. I thank you for watching, and if you could do me a great big giant favor and hit that subscribe button if you haven't already, and hit the bell icon just so you get notices when I upload content if you're not subscribed to our Discord. And of course, hit the like button if this episode was a little bit liked, maybe, sort of. Can you do it anyways? Well, guys, I'm gonna quit. I have been rambling a lot today, and I'm sorry for that. But like I said, we'll call this an episode, and we'll see you next time. Bye.